I gotta say, out of all the things, this is one of them. Welcome to Dumbass Dads. We're trying to.
Are you recording now?
Oh yeah.
Welcome to Dumbass Dads.
We're trying a thing. We're trying a thing, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the thing that people do. Hey, is that a little bright? Is that too bright? Are we looking better? Do we look a little better?
Well, I still look like I'm sick, but it's because I am.
Cause fuck Corona. Who's got it? We got it. Side note: we don't really have it. Also, doesn't matter. You're watching us through a screen. Get as close as you want, baby. Nothing's gonna happen. It's not good that we have the iPad just showing a big screen of us. People are gonna notice me looking at myself a lot. Turns out I'm so vain. I probably think this song is about me.
Well, we gotta make it look like we're talking to them, right?
Oh yeah, that is true.
I mean, we just can't sit here and stare at each other and be like.
I mean, we could.
It'd be a little awkward, but.
Also, this is kind of good biscuits right here. Having this going on, and then we can move this closer. Oh, is the sound quality getting better? Probably not. Hey-oh, look at that. Put our little ball right there so you guys can see it.
Yeah.
This is and it's like right in front of you. There we go.
Oh well, they don't need to see me. Anyways.
Yeah. Also, you guys.
so
So we'll just hold that like that. Enjoy hearing Daryl with great quality sound.
Yeah.
God, I feel like they don't want to look at the back of our microphone either, though.
We'll turn it to the side. Then they can look at the side of it.
Yeah. Hope you enjoy this ball.
Yeah.
They get to hear all of the movement and stuff. It's so legit. It's too legit. It's too legit to quit. And the iPad falls over and everybody's like, "Wait, what the fuck? What is going on right now?" I'm just trying to get it so it's not in your face. There it is.
There, I can move too, you know. Like.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, look at them stains under your pants.
Get up in there.
Ick.
And you know what's extra dumb is I'm wearing clinical grade deodorant right now. Degree for men. You guys suck ass. Sorry. If you want me to stop slandering your name, send me something my fucking pits won't sweat through.
It's gross.
Call out made.
Yeah.
Anti-shout out to Degree for Men clinical grade deodorant.
It's
not
not
your shirt
really
here.
fun.
Oh,
It's Bugs Bunny.
it's Bugs Bunny.
Black and white. I had I had a pair of pants that matched it where he was on the one of the pant legs.
Okay.
But I got drunk one night when I was younger, and I don't know what the fuck happened to them. They came off, and I've never seen them again.
You know what you have to do? You just got to get extra drunk, and then your brain will be like, "Oh, fuck,
yeah, that's what
that's
those
where they
pants
are."
were. Yeah. But this was like 15 years ago, so I've had the shirt for 15 years.
Okay, so in 15 more years, see, it's not. That's what you got. You just got to balance it out with everything.
Yeah.
CBD weed is not what it's hyped up to be. Everybody's like, "Oh, it relaxes your body," but it doesn't. It just burns in your throat.
And it causes this.
Yeah, it makes you sweat. But, I mean, that's what I get for getting the extra sweaty CBDs. We're totally sponsored by them.
Yeah, I wish.
That would be
if we
really
had
nice.
Bang energy
Yeah.
drinks for life, oh my god.
Can you guys imagine this? Bang. Presents Dumbass Dads.
All right.
That's us.
Have you seen them TikToks where they go, "Hey babe, you want to bang?"
And then they give them a bang.
Yeah. They're like, most of them are like, yeah, let's bang. Yeah. And they're like, "Okay, which flavor you want?"
Which flavor you want?
One of them was like, this guy was like, "Hey babe, you want to bang?" And she's like, "We just did, don't you remember?"
Were you not there for that?
Right. I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh, God.
Like, I hate TikTok.
But there are some good TikToks.
It sucks you in. It is ridiculous how it sucks you in. And that's like...
More on that. Have you seen the Great. I think it's called The Great Dilemma on Netflix.
The Social Dilemma?
Social Dilemma.
No, I have not
Did you
watched
watch
that
that?
yet.
Holy shit! So it's all about how, you know how everything's all about money.
Yeah.
What the
Like, what you watch and shit on Facebook, they market you, and that's why you get all your apps.
Well, and what it is like they're mining your attention, and they're like, the whole point of an app is to make you stay on that app, because every second you spend on that app is money in their pocket. So what they do is they set up these little smart things that are like, oh hey, they're watching a lot of this, and then they're like, fucking throw a bunch more of this and just make it like more amped up.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, this dude loves puppies and cocaine. Has he ever seen puppies on cocaine? And that's like hour 6 of you being in there.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
You're like, oh my god, I need to
This
put
is
this
America.
down. Oh shit. Click. So.
Nobody will get that reference, by the way. Hopefully they do. If you don't, you're part of the problem.
Sorry for
Just
all
had
of
to
the
put that.
all of the fans that were alienated there.
Just had to put
You're
that
a problem.
out there. You are.
I mean, kinda you are. Fucking hey, it's so true though. Like, come on. Wait,
Damn.
I feel like the biggest problem people have growing up is their parents are like, hey, you gotta be nice to people, except for these fucking people. And that's not how it works. You're nice to everybody, or you're a fucking asshole.
Every man was created equal.
Well, and I mean,
Unless you're colored.
right.
I'm not saying that
that's the
racist.
kind of shit.
That's how it's... Yeah.
That's exactly. That's the kind of shit that's spreading around and causing all these problems. Is instead everybody's being like, oh yeah, love is love, and this is how it should be. Is just everybody fucking be nice to each other and accept that we're all different.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody wants to do that because it's fucking irritating when somebody does something not your way. And I get it, but fuck, just walk away. You know?
I don't even walk away. Just
take a step back and watch them from afar.
right.
Instead.
Or take a breath and be like, hey, you know what? I respect your opinion.
I respect that. I'm not gonna fucking.
I'm not gonna
do
argue with it.
Right. Well,
I
like,
respect your opinion.
yeah, and respecting somebody's opinion doesn't even mean that you agree with it. It just means that you're not gonna talk shit about it and fucking shit all over them for having that opinion.
Exactly.
You know? Like, it's pretty simple. Take the breath in, and then when you take the breath out, just don't say anything shitty. Pew pew pew. Problem solved.
Right. And I feel like a lot of people in our country can't.
And they need to stop getting offended by words.
Yeah. Can't even do that.
I say fucking cunt. Whoa, yeah, probably should have blanked that last part out, but I'm not gonna, because who fucking cares?
Yeah.
Chances are, there's gonna be 6 of you watching this video, and one of you will be offended, and then you'll stop watching, and it's not our fucking problem anymore. Or you'll throw up some fucking comment that we're definitely not gonna read. We don't have the time. We do have the time, we're just fucking lazy.
I was gonna say, well, I will probably read the comments, but I won't respond to them because
That's respecting somebody's fucking opinion. Boom, boom, boom.
lessons learned.
Lessons learned. Shots fired. Lessons learned.
Exactly. Yeah.
God, that could be a fucking slogan right there. Shots fired. Lessons learned.
No.
Dumbass dads.
Which they'll take it like that could be like a war slogan.
9/11. Never forget.
Oh my god. It's funny because we had a conversation about that earlier.
Yeah,
we're not gonna get into
that's
that.
an
Though.
inside joke. So go fuck yourself.
yeah.
You don't get in on that joke.
Yeah. Oh man.
Unless you're a terrorist, then you're probably just laughing because 9/11. You know. And that's your thing. I respect that. I don't laugh at it
I
because it's 9/11.
respect you're a terrorist.
Yeah. Like, I'm not going to go be a fucking terrorist, but yeah, sure. If you want to do it, I don't give a shit.
I mean, our own country does it, but I'm probably going to get assassinated.
Care to elaborate?
I'm probably going to get assassinated.
Like Hillary Clinton's going to watch our fucking podcast.
Yeah, I'm going to come up missing.
We don't have to worry about the Rothschilds or the fucking Clintons or the Aspergers. That's not their name. The Waffle Burgers?
The Aspergers. Oh, man. Oh. It's funny. No, yeah, you said elaborate. Well, me personally, 9/11 was our inside job. Not
I
our
agree.
not our inside job, obviously.
Yeah,
but,
we had no part. We were pretty young.
yeah.
I was much younger than him, though, so he's a lot more likely. Don't group us in together.
That is true. Very true.
Way to just casually throw you under the bus.
Yeah. And like I've heard stories of people who've had friends in the military and shit like that, and they said they seen some things that were very suspicious.
Yo, man, the U.S. Army's acting sus.
Yeah. Drug on wars, big lie.
Yeah, there was more of a drug on victims.
Yeah. Well, you see it in a lot of movies too. Like, if you've ever seen the movie about, what's his name?
Blow.
No, that. I can't. It's Denzel Washington. He's playing the gangster.
Man on Fire.
No, he's playing the gangster.
American Gangster.
Is that it?
I think so. Yeah, actually.
Where
we solved it.
he's the.
Actually, let's ask our facts guy.
Yeah. We don't have
Maybe?
a facts guy yet. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. He's saying it's definitely.
Yeah, it's American
Gangster.
Yeah. And
He's also saying please don't fact check that yourself.
Yeah, they're smothering heroin in through the dead bodies.
God, that's genius.
From the casket.
Not now that they've put it in a movie.
In the caskets, and that's.
Why not just put it in the dead body instead of in the casket?
Well, yeah, it's in the bodies, and they do that in another movie too. One of the Bad Boys movies, where they put the ecstasy in the bodies, and they send them to the morgue, and then they get the ecstasy out. And
because morticians are all about them drugs, baby.
Right, and who would ever think to look there, right?
That is pretty good.
Yeah, like I was saying, I had this one guy.
Like, why sneak it in through your butthole? And you can sneak it in through a dead guy's butthole. Fuck.
This guy was telling me.
I'm so much more chill walking through airport security with a dead guy than with cocaine in my asshole.
Right. This guy was like, yeah, I had a buddy in the Army, and he was talking about the heroin, that there was a bunch of upper level captains, generals, whatever. Okay. And they were all in this cave, and he walked in, and there was kilos of heroin that they were trying to figure out what to do with and try to get it
distributed.
Yeah.
Well, because there's no money in the war on drugs if there's no drugs to fight.
Yeah, right.
That's exactly it.
Right. And it's like, well, we invaded Iran and Iraq for their oil.
Yeah.
And Afghanistan for their heroin.
I never would have thought Afghanistan for heroin.
Yeah.
I would expect them to have some kind
Why
of.
Why do you think Bin Laden? But when they supposedly killed Bin Laden,
was he?
They
doped up with drugs and stuff?
Yeah, they seized his computers, notebooks, and
we shot him in the head. It was really easy because he had OD'd 20 minutes earlier, but
and they found a bunch of heroin on him and shit.
Also, God, how fucking easy would it have been for them to just be like, oh yeah, we shot him in the back of the head, it just blew his face all the shit. It was definitely him, though.
Instead of saying, oh, we killed this guy and we thought it was him.
We're not going to show we're not going to show anything about it, though.
Yeah.
Because we're afraid for our SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
Which, I get.
No, that's not even nothing. Come on.
But, I get trying to, protect the identities and stuff of that, but showing a body isn't gonna bring extra wrath down.
Okay.
It's like how back in the olden days somebody would hang the dirty bastard on a tree somewhere in town where everybody else could see him, and they'd be like, huh, don't be a dirty bastard.
Right. Now, okay, they made a movie about it.
Being a dirty bastard, that is.
Well, there's lots of those movies. They made a movie about them in the mission.
SEAL Team 6.
Yeah.
That was their name.
They
have jackets.
They took the body and they dumped it at sea.
Yeah.
Okay, they didn't release any pictures because it was hit with a missile. His body was hit with a missile. They blew the thing up, didn't they? Something like that.
I could have swore they broke in and shot him.
They shot him. Okay, if they shot him, how come they couldn't release a picture of him dead?
And apparently the video surveillance that the president was watching live stream with their head cams or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Where's that video? We get to see the video of George Floyd getting choked out in the fucking streets,
Right.
You know, and we get to watch that and let it amp up all the fucking people so that America will tear itself apart. But we
the
can't
guy,
see
the best hide and seek player ever, we finally find.
We can't fucking break a little bit for the winning team.
Yeah. What's crazy is he was trained by the American government.
Makes sense.
Yes. He was.
I'll tell you this
he
much.
Was,
I got
he
a
was
lot
a soldier.
further in ISIS letting them train me than I did when the U.S. government trained me.
He was Bin Laden was an American. He was in the American Army. He was trained. What's his name? The guy, the Cuban, Castro.
Okay.
Was funded by the Americans. He was an American. He was in the Army too. They funded him. They did all of this shit for him.
Okay.
Our system is very corrupt, and
Also, why do you think it took so long to get El Chapo?
yeah.
I mean, yes, he took care of his fucking people, and all the even just random moms on the street would be like, "No, I'm not giving this guy up." This dude's a fucking hero to us. I get that, but in the same sense, he was bringing in so much fucking money for both sides, and because of that, you gotta let the motherfucker go. We almost got him, so let us keep chasing him, keep giving us money so we can keep going and trying to get him. But goddamn, he's so good, he's just one step ahead of us. Yeah, is he one step ahead of you, or are you guys making sure he's one step ahead?
Yeah.
Or are you guys just a middle-aged dad playing with your toddler? You know, oh, I almost got you. Oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
I love these...
Side note, little side prank thing. If you guys want to send us videos of you doing that to strangers at Walmart or something, would be greatly
and their
appreciated.
reaction,
we would post those fucking videos.
Them slow people you get stuck behind at Walmart.
Yeah, just
and
throw up that phone, get it recording, and oh, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. Here I come.
Yeah.
Do it. They get the fuck out real quick. Yeah. They're like, whoa, wait, what the hell? They're not for it.
Well,
send those videos to dumbassdads@gmail.com.
And we'll air it.
Yeah, we'll put that video up on this exact same page. Hit like and subscribe if you want to see your video of you going get you, people.
Hell.
It'll be a sweet little montage. Maybe we'll put the but it'll be a super generic R version for copyright laws.
Right.
We're on top of it.
Yeah. So, this, I'm not political really at all. I like bullshitting about it.
We like talking politics.
But I'm not really a politician. Yeah, right. And, this whole shit about the United States being corrupt. But I'm a conspiracy theorist.
That's about as terroristic as we get.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not going to bomb the country, but we will gladly read about it all goddamn day.
Yeah. And figure out who really did it, you know.
They did it.
Yeah. And, but, the whole thing about them not showing the picture, it's come on now. If you guys really killed him, and, they don't even have, legit evidence to say that was him.
Yeah, there's no proof.
Because, I've seen that documentary, and they're like, oh, we think this guy is him because of his shadow is this tall, and... Yeah, there's a documentary.
That's what they were going off of?
Yeah, we found this guy who was always in this one, in the place they found him at, but he only comes outside, once every...
So often.
Yeah, but they could never get a picture of his face.
Right.
A clear shot of his face.
Okay.
So they didn't know if it was him or not. And, yeah, and so, they did, oh, his shadow, he's, this tall, we could tell he's this tall because of his shadow, and all this shit, and it's oh, my God. If it was really him, don't you think, the biggest terrorist in the world would have been fuck yeah, we killed him, here's the picture of his body, it would have been, a picture of my grandpa.
We cut his fucking dick off and made it look like it's going through his head.
Yeah, it would have been, a picture my grandpa took of his first kill in Vietnam.
Yep.
Fuck yeah! We got him finally!
It's horrible. Sorry if that fucked some of you up.
Anybody up, I'm sorry. That's just
how it is.
The best
how
the
it
best
was.
way to compare that.
That's
yeah.
true though. I mean, I probably would have went with a lottery ticket or something. I won $1,000. I shot this motherfucker in the head. Oh. But, I mean, we never said the show was family friendly. So.
Oh, no, definitely not.
Also,
Disclaimers.
Like and subscribe. Yeah. Show your mom and dad. They're going to be like, what is this stupid shit? We don't want to watch these idiots talk in a basement.
Right.
But you do.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Oh, look at that smile. You got $1 million smile. Peeking through that bush. That face bush. God,
I know, it doesn't match.
I'm so jealous.
It doesn't match the hair either.
Speaking of Osama bin Laden, your face bush is so incredible. I wish I had a face bush.
That's
like
so
yours.
funny. Oh, and one of these dudes I used to tweak with, he was like, he came into the store and I'm like, God damn, man. You look like you just crawled out of a cave. Like he came in his work clothes and shit. But his beard, like you see mine's long and his is long, but it's like, his is neat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
He would like comb it and stuff. This guy runs his fingers through it like that. Go, be free, beard.
Oh yeah, it just goes that way. Like, my wife sat there one day and she's like, oh, combing it. I'm like, what is, it's not doing anything.
They're fighting back.
Like,
I think your chin just called me a slut.
Yeah. Like, you go up, like, man, it's like it comes in nice, you know.
It does come in.
But it goes fucking.
See, this right here? Nope. Just is like, you know what? Even if we are doing whatever the fuck we want, you're not going to know. You're not going to see it. Look at this. Look at that. Not impressive. You see this? Do you see this? How long have you known me? Like, almost 6 months? 6 months I've been growing this piece of shit out.
We shaved it once.
I did, and it was a nightmare. However, that was like 3 months ago. So
Right.
anybody growing your beard out for longer than
God.
3 months, go ahead and send a video of it up. We'll throw it up on our page. Content's content. Who gives a shit, man?
I shaved after you did.
Yeah.
And my beard is longer than yours.
I could be a swimmer.
And I swear to God, it was like maybe like a month after you shaved.
I had a hell of a head start.
Yeah.
This is not helping my back at all.
With this chair?
But the Sibdweed. It's not none of it. None of the painkillers.
Ooh.
I was looking last night on a website.
None of the painkillers.
Yeah, it's not working. I'm not just like nitty gritty grabbing painkillers. By the way, I had surgery on my knee a while back, and I am currently recovering from that.
He's just over here naming a bunch of drugs.
Don't mind me.
I got painkillers.
Glug 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 glug. We call this one Sober and the Beast.
Yeah. It could be that, right?
That would be a fucking...
I am sober and the beast, though. Look at my facial hair.
Not much of a beauty.
Oh, my God. It's terrible.
Oh, is it, though?
It is, if you really think about it.
Okay.
I mean, like, outside of our world...
God, yeah, I suppose.
like, see, that's how people don't, like, people look at my opinion, I will put that out there, is people look at their lives and, like, their surroundings about their life. Not outside of their surroundings, they don't look at their life. Well, they see all this shit on the news and, the George Floyds and all that stuff that happens. Yeah, they see that. But outside of their lives, they're like, oh, this shit's not happening anywhere near me.
Yeah, it's not my problem.
Exactly, which is fucked up. Like, and that's where we get to the whole thing. Like I don't care about your opinion because there's that, and then there's the people who aren't nice to each other.
Yeah.
It all ties together. Like,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I see it.
which is terrible because I have always said, like, if I went into politics, I wouldn't make it very far because I would expose everything. Like,
Yeah. Where you just go in and you'd be like, whoa, guys, I got the inside look, and these guys are fucked.
Yeah, they're snorting cocaine off of hookers' asses in the White House.
Yeah. They're not. Do you know what's going on underneath that podium he's giving that speech at? He's got a dude with a leather mask on under there. I don't know why.
Right. Ew.
He said he's just checking cords.
Like that, and that's how I feel. Like that's me. Like I'm a people person.
Yeah.
If you haven't noticed, like me and you clicked right away. Do you know how many people I've done this
We
with?
did. We were making out within the minute.
like even before you got hired on the Casey's.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're going through the whole like process. I'm like, are you sure you want to work here? Like.
Even our boss was like, "Oh my God, there's a guy that already works here." And
this is what she said to you?
Yeah, she was like, "I don't know if you two should work together." And then we ended up working together pretty shortly after that. I mean, she wasn't wrong.
No.
We work really well. It's just that like we don't conversate really well. What you're hearing now is kind of what you were hearing just being lobbed from the back of a professional business, and that's not really what you want, you know?
And with all the metal and stuff, it kind of echoes out. Like it pushes.
It was our podcast, but it just went out into our own personal internet.
Yeah, we didn't. This is where this whole idea from Dumbass Dads came from. Was we're in work, we're working, and we're like, we should record this and put it out there.
We're fucking hilarious.
And the one time at work, the one lady was like, yeah, I'm just waiting for my friend to get out of the shitter, and I just heard you guys talking over here, and
she had to know. Curiosity was struck, and we killed that cat.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it like that. Why does it?
Oh yeah, I suppose. Fucking 2021. Curiosity killed the cat. That's a saying. I'm not talking about her vagina. Boom, boom, boom.
Me and somebody else had this conversation too. Like, why did you word it like that? Because she was like, well, one day it was snowing or whatever, and I was at home. Like, no, she was working, and then she went home, and she was like, all I did was I played with my cat.
Yeah, I play with my cat when I get home too.
So you left work to go home to play with your cat, and then like she came back though. Like that's the thing. Like she goes, cause she lives like 2 blocks away. But I'm like, why did you word it like that? I know what you're talking about. Obviously, you have a pet cat. Like,
but why would you not just play with your cat in the bathroom here like a normal person?
But I'm like, why would you? What, you know, I'm just like, and like that's just my mind. That's where it goes. Why did you have to word? Cause it's not like she just worded it how it was worded different, obviously. But it sounded so bad. Like you really just went home. And she goes, at least I didn't say I went home and played with my pussy. You know, because that's a term for a cat too. Like
I just had to go feed my pussy. Why did you wink afterwards? Oh, I was talking about fingering myself. Whoa! That's what I like to. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, you know, I just had to run home and masticate real quick. People be like, what'd you just say? And I'm like, masticate. It's the fancy word for eating. Also, not what I meant. What I meant to say was I had to go home and jerk on my dick until I came. I feel like after that came out of my mouth, I shut down for a second. I'm excited to watch this back because it came out of my mouth and I felt my body just go, and then I laughed. And then it hit. And then I thought it was funny a little bit after it came out.
Yeah.
And I had to resonate with it. I wasn't sure if it was funny or not.
Yeah, one of those moments.
Do you ever have that? Where you like, you say something and then a few seconds after you're like, yeah, that was pretty funny. I'm pretty funny.
You haven't noticed this about me? That happens like at least every 5 to 10 minutes. Like sometimes I'm laughing at you, but sometimes I'm just laughing at myself.
and it happens to have timed right. That would be such a fucking super handy superpower. A super handy superpower.
Like everyone's like, why do you laugh at everything? I'm like, because if you look at it, there's always something funny to everything. I mean, you could be like, oh my God, someone just died. I'm like, well, what were they doing before they died? You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh my God, who died? You know,
Right.
What were they doing before they died? And then they were like, you'll never guess it, but he was having the time of his fucking life. And I'm like, well, I mean, like see, like people's death, like perception on death is like, oh my gosh, I have to grieve, and that's how I was at first. Like, I'm very in a sensitive and emotional person. I am, like, when death happens, especially someone in my family, I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
And then like, I'm like, somebody said this to me. Look, they said, look, hey, you're my friend. If you died today, you know what? I'd be sad as fuck, but you know what I'm gonna do? Instead of crying about it, I'm gonna celebrate your life.
Yeah. Well, honestly, that's what you should do. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah.
If you're at my funeral, you better not be coming with your bum out vibes. You better be coming with some crazy fucking story about me and how I, live my life.
Right. Yeah.
Because that's what it is. Like, when somebody dies, yeah, be sad about it all you want, but being sad about it's not going to fucking bring them back. It never has, and it never will. So the best you can do is just get a smile on your face because they were alive and with the dumb shit that they were doing.
Right,
you
right.
know?
Perfect example of this. There's a Joyner Lucas song called Sorry. The first part of the song is his younger brother, who's all sad and depressed, and he's writing a suicide letter.
Okay.
And at the end of the first verse, he kills himself.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Yeah, this is a fucking deep ass.
It's not a real build up to that.
It's a deep ass song.
Okay.
And then the chorus is sorry. Tell my family I'm sorry. So much pain, I'm sorry. And then the second part of the verse is looking at it from his brother's point of view, where he's like, "Oh, I miss you. You're a coward. I wish we could have figured this out. But like, I feel your pain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A part of me feels like you're a coward, but a part of me is happy." And he's like, "Well, tell me what death is like." Because he's like, in the first verse, it's a response to his suicide letter. Like, everything he says, like how he hates about life is, and then the second part, it's like both sides of it. Like, okay, I see, like, the brother is like, I see how you're feeling, but we could have worked through this somehow. You know what I mean? And it's like, in the first part, he goes, well, I wonder what death is like. I wonder, you know what I mean? I wonder what death is like. That feeling of, life is so hard. What is death like?
Yeah, is it any easier?
Yeah, right?
Or do you die and you get there and they're like, all right, here's another full-time job you don't fucking want.
Right. And it's like, that's like Joyner Lucas is one of my favorite rappers because he can go from, he could tell a story from one side and then come back on the complete next verse and do the complete opposite. And so he sees like both views of everything, and it's so crazy because that's like the problem is, like, for me with people is they only want to see their point of view. And it's probably going off way topic again,
No,
but
I mean,
squirrel.
This seems pretty on topic.
You know what I mean? So, and it's like that whole part of that point of view part is like nobody ever wants to see anyone else's point of view, which is like, okay. I'm probably the same way most times, but it's like if you're gonna sit there and you're gonna tell me about something, I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna be like, okay, yeah, I get where you're coming from, I understand that, but it goes back to the Joyner Lucas thing, like, how can we work through this to make it? You know what I mean?
To make it so you're not, and you're also here with me when we can
right,
talk about shit.
Right, yeah, and it's so. I mean, it's really hard. Cause I've been there and I was that person, like, I don't care, like, there's an episode of, like, in Ballers, the guy goes, you know what, I wanted to kill myself, but I'm too much of a pussy.
I've been there.
See, like, and I was suicidal, and I'm like, I didn't do it because I seen both parts of it, like, I seen, like, me, okay, killing myself is like, that's for me, I'll be dead, but I also looked into it as like, how much pain am I gonna cause
everybody else,
and I think that was more painful for me and made my choice way much easier not to do it because I didn't want to cause them that much pain.
That's fair. That is fair. cannot say I thought the same. My experience with it was it's a little different. I don't know, because when.
Well, I mean, I actually had it full hand too, where I had to see my kids sit there look at me while I was on my bed.
Yeah, see, that would
dying.
That would be fucking rough.
Yeah, and I didn't die, so I had to live through it.
Yeah, right.
And I still see their faces.
That's
so.
that's the fucking roughest. That's the. I mean, shit.
Yeah.
Anytime you try and you like actually want to succeed, when you do not succeed, it fucking is the most irritating thing ever.
Well, yeah, it's also an eye opener though too.
It is. It is
for
an
most
eye-opener.
people
Yeah.
who want their eyes opened.
Well, and that's the thing is like, and that's why for a lot of people, you know, they get labeled as like, oh, it's just a cry for help. Like, okay, yeah. Well, some of these people really, really like wanted to die, probably woke up and were like, God damn it. But then a few seconds after, you get that person walking into your room because they were just notified that you're awake now. And you're like, all right, well, fuck. I mean, I am pretty happy to see you.
Yeah,
you know?
right,
so
right.
Then you walk away from it like, yeah, this is my second chance. Technically, I should be dead right now.
Yeah.
I should not be doing anything else that is going on. So, fuck it. Let's actually live life to the fullest now.
Right,
you
right.
know? Which is good, you know. But holy shit, when I was a kid, my dad killed himself, and it was fucking rough, and it hit me hard, and it fucked me up, and I'm still probably fucked up from it, you know? Like, I'm definitely not a normal person, that's for goddamn sure, but, like, you know, it fucks you up. However, he kind of set us free. Yes, we definitely could have worked through it. It could have, like, worked out and been good and stuff, but he had moved to he moved 8 hours away to live with his mom because he didn't have anywhere else to stay out by us. And, you know, that would have made it super difficult. Me as a 15-year-old kid.
Traveling back and forth.
Yeah, traveling back and forth. Fuck that shit. I got my life over here. I'm almost a grown-ass man. I don't need to do that. Dad, sorry you moved 8 hours away. Fucking maybe you should have thought about that. I'll see you on a summer vacation sometime. You know? Wouldn't have been great. He inevitably would have killed himself anyway, and the entire time leading up to it would have dragged us down to a significant point, or you know,
depending,
yes.
Like he could have put on the front to, you know, when you guys were around to make it seem like it wasn't gonna happen.
Right, to make it seem like it was okay. Which I mean, he did.
No, not okay. Well, yeah, his life was okay, but like he had it set into his mind to where he was gonna. He's had it set into his mind where he was gonna do it.
Yeah.
Now, like before, like you guys could have did the whole travel thing.
Yeah.
And like when he had you, he could have made it seem like, okay, everything is fine, we're good. You know, I mean, he could have spent those like me to just not to take away from your story.
No,
or
I feel you.
Like for me, like because I was down there and I was like, for me, it was like I'm gonna do a farewell tour, but everybody didn't know it was a farewell tour.
Right.
It was just me going down to visit and to it was me letting like my grandparents, my brother, and like my nephews and everybody like that see my kids, and that was my farewell tour without them knowing. And
your farewell tour for going.
Yeah. Like, so
Which is super sweet, dude. That's awesome that you thought to do that, because I've never thought to do that. Be like, oh yeah, I might as well just go and say bye to everybody.
Right, and like without them really knowing.
Like honestly, what I've done, because I mean I've had my almost ate it there. Because I mean I've written this is my daughter Percy. Mwah. But she's part of the dumbass dads thing. That's why we get to call ourselves that. She's not our kid, but he has his own kids. This is mine.
2 of them to be exact. Yeah.
Got 3. How am I winning?
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Because your pull-out game's weak.
I thought I was in love.
Yeah.
But
Squirrel.
Right.
Yeah.
But what happens is like the times that I've done it, the first time that I tried it, it was like a year after my dad did it, and I was like, okay, whatever, who gives a shit? Like, so
I'm coming, Daddy.
Yeah, right. Didn't work out great, my idea, because I didn't have like, I did have access to guns, but my friend, he killed himself he put a shotgun in his mouth. My dad put a gun up to his head. I figured, might as well be original with it, you know. So first off, super silly suicide note. I don't know why, but every time there's usually some kind of, like, I sneak little jokes in there and make it, you know, it's the kind of thing you read and you're like, there's no way that the same person who wrote this killed himself. That doesn't compute. That doesn't make any sense at all. This had to have been a murder. So my first attempt was I took a fucking, like, air pump needle and I sanded it down to make it kind of sharp because I didn't know where to buy just a regular needle. And
you can go to any clinic and buy one.
Well, and you can also go to Runnings and buy them, you know, for your cattle and stuff like that. I didn't know that. So I bought an air pump tire from Walmart, tried to sharpen that bitch up like an idiot, and stick it into my vein because I figured, okay, couple bubbles of air in my vein, that'll stop my heart. Pew, pew, pew. That's a variable body. You know, you don't got to do a lot of work to that. You just got to color them back up. Pow, ready to go. And yeah, so that was in my mind for some reason. Yeah. You know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be sweet about my suicide. I don't want to be a dick.
I'm still gonna look pretty.
Yeah, well, I don't want my mom to have to come and like find just my brain splattered all over and shit. You know, I don't want that. So that didn't work. Surprise, surprise. Then I went to go and take a bunch of. I threw back like a half a bottle of ibuprofen and a half a bottle of acetaminophen.
Acetaminophen?
Yeah, acetaminophen.
Yeah, I've done that too. Oh, that shit stinks.
Didn't fucking work. It got me kind of loopy, but it didn't kill me. So after a couple hours watching TV, waiting for that to kick in, and it didn't, I went and tried to like pump some exhaust into my tried that didn't work. I got real bored was the thing. I was like, I don't know if this is it for me. So then I tried to hang myself, and I dangled from that tree for like 30 minutes and watched my neighbor like come and go to his house, just like dangling from the tree from my neck, and watch my neighbor would like go out into his truck and then drive away, and then like a few minutes later he would drive back, and then he went back inside. He didn't see me at all, but I was like, okay, well, this didn't work. Did some kicking and stuff and got myself down from there. And then by that point, my mom was like coming home soon, and I was like, oh, I better fucking get this done. So I did this psychotic thing and drew a smiley face on a garbage bag and put that on my head. And let me tell you something, suffocating is fucking terrifying. So I ripped that.
Drew a smiley face on the bag.
Like a crazy person. So I ripped that shit apart, like, oh my god, that was a fucking nightmare. And then I was like, well, I'll just do the toaster thing. I'll fucking like
I almost tried that.
Yeah, I'll throw the toaster in the bathtub. That's surefire. There's no way that won't work.
No,
you know?
It won't work. No.
Well, fucking I don't know what the fuck did it, but my power shut off like as I let go of the fucking toaster, and I think it's because I had the toaster plugged in and on and a heater going because I didn't want to be like cold getting in the bathtub for some stupid reason. And you better believe I had every fucking light on that house on. So I was a pretty irresponsible kid. Yeah. So the power went out, and I was like, well, fucking, I'm clearly not supposed to be dead here. Let's go.
Somebody told me that now that like circuit breakers in houses
are prepared for that.
Yeah,
that actually makes a lot of sense. That sounds about right.
Like the guy, and this is coming from somebody that I game with online. He's like, yeah, man, you probably would have just zapped the shit out of yourself.
Yeah. You're like, whoa, fuck.
He probably said you would have got zapped so bad you probably would have fried your brain.
Would have felt like a jellyfish more.
Yeah, even more than you already are. Like.
Oh God, we get some fucking nuts where we work, and every now and then I'm like, man, I want to be like almost them, but not so much them that I am them. You know, I want to be the guy who's like, yeah, I'm fucking batshit crazy, but that's just life, man.
Yeah.
What do you think, Early? You still a sleepy goose?
No. Oh my god.
Well, should we end this on more of a high note? I guess real quick. So I guess the point from this rough draft podcast is one.
Let's do a recap.
Accept who you are and be fucking nice to people. It's not that goddamn hard.
Our government sucks.
That's the other lesson we learned.
And suicide is not the option.
Yeah, it really isn't. Like, fucking A. Jesus. And it's easy to forget that sometimes, but holy shit, guess what? It's a lot easier to fix your problems if you're not dead. So, maybe give it a rethought.
Yeah, and if you do die, just remember you're creating a lot more problems for the people you love.
That's true. If you think that you're causing problems for them now, just wait till you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, go ahead and find another solution.
All right.
Maybe make it something with taking down our government, and make it something original and flashy that has to do with you, and also doesn't shit on what other people believe. So, and it doesn't have to completely agree with what other people believe.
Right.
Just don't shit on what other people believe.
Yeah.
It's like the flat earthers. Be nice to them. They're not shitting on you for being a Christian. Okay?
The flat earthers.
It's true facts, dude. Like, yeah, do I believe the earth is flat? No. Can I see their point? Sure. You know? Yeah, I'll buy into it a little bit. I'm not a flat earther. I don't believe the earth is flat. However, I'm also not going to be like, fucking idiot flat earther. You know? Because let's face it, Christianity sounds dumber than that. So, it does. It does.
It does.
I could see an ice dome over this fucking thing and us getting lied to by our government a lot easier than I can picture
the earth being flat.
A woman up in the sky giving us all life and telling us what to do.
Yeah. I've always had this argument too, where it's like
I feel like we should save this religion thing for the next episode.
Next episode.
We're
doing religion.
Yeah, we're gonna hit religion fucking hard on the next episode. So if you enjoyed all of this batshit crazy stuff, go ahead and like and subscribe.
Tune in.
Tell all your friends.
Dumbass dads.
Dumbass dads. If you want, go ahead and email us at dumbassdads@gmail.com.
Any topic, we'll
yeah, if you got topics you want us to talk about, fucking we'll talk about them. If you want to send us a funny video, maybe we'll throw them up at the end of the thing while I play a credit that's just my name scrolling over and over and over. Then Daryl's a couple times for buying a microphone and coming. Is it Daddy's hat? Here you go. All right, this has been Dumbass Dads.
Daryl and Dempsey
presenting Dumbass Dads.
Rough draft.
Smooches.
Smooches. Pew, pew, pew.